Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, there lived a poor woodcutter. He was a simple man with a kind heart and a strong back. He spent his days chopping wood in the nearby forest and his evenings with his family, sharing stories and dreams. In the neighboring town, there was a wealthy merchant. He owned many shops and factories and had lots of gold and silver. But he was greedy and selfish. He never shared his wealth and was always looking for ways to make more money. One day, while the woodcutter was working in the forest, he heard a loud crash, followed by a deep voice. "Who's there? Who's making so much noise?" The woodcutter turned around and saw the merchant standing behind him. "It's me, just chopping some wood," replied the woodcutter. The merchant looked at the wood and then at the cutter and said, "You are a poor man. Why don't you work for me and earn more money?" The woodcutter thought for a moment. He liked his freedom in the forest, but he also wanted to make more money for his family. "Okay," he said, "but I need my axe. It's back home." The merchant smiled wickedly. "Don't worry, I have an extra axe you can use. It's bigger and sharper than yours. You'll earn more money faster." The woodcutter thanked the merchant and went to work. As the hours passed, he realized that the merchant's axe was heavy and uncomfortable to use, but he kept working. Suddenly, the axe slipped and hit his foot. Blood started flowing. The woodcutter cried out in pain. "Oh no," he thought, "I hurt my foot. How will I go home and take care of my family?" Just then, he saw a small hut in the distance. He walked towards it, hoping to find someone to help him. When he got closer, he heard beautiful singing coming from inside. He knocked on the door, and a moment later, a woman opened it. She had a warm smile and kind eyes. "Hello," said the woodcutter. "I hurt my foot, and I need help. Could you please lend me some money to get home?" The woman looked at his injured foot and then said, "Come in, I'll take care of you." She cleaned his wound, put on a bandage, and gave him some water. "Thank you," said the woodcutter. "I'm so grateful for your help. How can I ever repay you?" The woman smiled. "You already have. By being kind to others and helping those in need, you are repaying the world." The woodcutter felt ashamed. He realized that he had been selfish and only thinking about himself. Meanwhile, the merchant was looking for the woodcutter. He was angry that the woodcutter had stopped working, and he hadn't earned any more money for him. The merchant came to the hut and asked the woman, "Have you seen a woodcutter? I need him to work for me." The woman turned to the merchant and said, "Here, take this axe and go back to work. He is busy right now." The merchant took the axe and left. As soon as he was out of earshot, the woman turned back to the woodcutter and said, "Now you can go home." The woodcutter thanked her again and again, promising to pay her back. But she just smiled and waved it away. "Keep your money," she said. "Helping others is its own reward." The woodcutter went home feeling ashamed and embarrassed. He had been selfish and greedy before, but now he understood that true happiness came from helping others. From that day on, the woodcutter worked hard and honestly. He never forgot the lesson he had learned from the kind woman. As for the merchant, he continued to be greedy and selfish. He never shared his wealth, and he grew more and more unhappy. The woodcutter became known throughout the land for his honesty and kindness, and people always praised him. Many years passed. The woodcutter and his wife grew old together, and had many children and grandchildren who loved and respected him. One day the merchant fell very ill. He knew he wouldn't recover. He sent for the woodcutter, hoping he could forgive him. "Please forgive me," the merchant begged. "I was wrong to treat you badly. Please help me." But the woodcutter just shook his head. "No, it's too late. I'm not the same person I was before. I have learned that true happiness comes from helping others and being honest, and you have chosen a different path." The merchant died, and his gold and silver meant nothing to anyone. Only the woodcutter and his family remained happy and free. The old woodcutter knew he had made the right choice. He had stayed true to himself and helped those in need. And that's why he and his family had always been happy. So remember, my friends, being kind and honest will always bring you happiness, no matter how difficult it may seem. Be good to others, and they will be good to you.
Our moral of the story.
The company we keep says a lot about our character.
House.
Surrounding ourselves with positive and ethical people can help us become better individuals. Do you agree with the moral of this story? Do you think the company you keep says a lot about your character? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. We love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this story, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Click Click on the bell icon to get notified when we publish new videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.